From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Hello everyone, I'm student meteorologist Sean Romeo here with your weekend weather outlook from Campus Weather Service. And yes, the pesky S word, snow, is back again. Speaking of snow, let's take a live look outside here at Happy Valley, where it's about 32 degrees, winds out of the west at 14 miles an hour. Feels like it's in the 20s. There were some flakes around about 30 minutes ago when I walked here, so it probably isn't going to feel too nice, but those flakes won't accumulate until later tonight. Freezing, around freezing, seems to be the theme for much of the area, except down by Carlisle where you're sitting at 42. So it does feel a little better when you get to our southeast, but really it's just cold and tough to be outside right now if you're walking anywhere or even driving for that matter. Looking forward, across the entire state, still about the same for most of the region, except that you get towards Philadelphia, where again you're sitting at 46. See some warmer colors here along the Jersey Shore. That's mostly influenced by the water. So it's not going to get too much warmer here for much of the region. We'll probably get into the 40s, but that's about the best you're going to see. So looking at some current radar imagery here, sort of see these snow showers which have been blowing from west to east across the state throughout the day, sort of just pockmarked around and about. Not really anything serious in terms of accumulation, but enough just to be a nuisance. Now, looking at some winter weather advisories, speaking of that snow, is that you can see they're sort of settled out to our south, to our north and west. So I'll probably expand them to the north. The National Weather Service will as we get forward in time tonight, but it looks like that there will be accumulating snow probably to our north and west more than anything else. Now, this is sort of a simulated radar we use, which will show us what it looks like, what things will look like in the future. If we look at about 5 o'clock in the morning is when the snow starts to roll through here in State College, about 31 degrees when that starts to happen. Most of the heavier band, though, is on this sort of arcing line extending from north of Pittsburgh down towards in between Johnstown and Harrisburg. So if you're driving along the Pennsylvania Turnpike tonight, that could be a problem. Now, the heavier snow looks to be around 8:30 tomorrow morning, sort of extending on that same band, but moving sort of towards us. So if you're out and about early on Saturday morning, you're probably going to have to deal with the heaviest snow that we'll see throughout the day. So if you are out there, take it slow on the roads. It's getting towards the end of the season, so maybe it might not accumulate too much on the roads, but they definitely will be slick. It'll move out by middle of the day on Saturday, about 32 degrees and 2:30 in the afternoon here. See sort of some clearing to our west, which will probably be the theme throughout the rest of the day. It'll start to clear out ahead of our next system. So Sunday morning, though, what's interesting here is this model shows a record low here for State College of 18 degrees. Our record right now is 19. So, I mean, this is one model's interpretation, so it could fall somewhere around that number. Could be lower, could be higher, could be exactly 19. But keep in mind, it will be very cold here on Sunday morning. Now, see this little band of snow which sort of rotates throughout the afternoon on Sunday? That could be a rain-snow mix, or heck, it could even just blow to our north for all we really know. But it's something to watch out for if you're driving around or out and about on Sunday afternoon. Now, on Sunday night, though, here comes this more rain from the north and west. This will slide through on Monday. Clouds thicken ahead of that later in the night on Sunday. Now, this is the European model's interpretation of the snowfall. Only 1.7 here at State College, which is probably about the most reasonable number you'll see coming out from any of the models. So, because it's late in the season and quite warm. Now, areas to our west and north, as I said, are probably going to be what you're going to see for the heavier totals as where those winter weather advisories are posted per the National Weather Service. That'll all basically be what you'll see for the weekend. The other aspect of this storm is the wind. It'll be gusty and very frustrating to deal with throughout the day on Saturday. Friday night, though, it'll be sort of not really calm, but just not bad Friday night, but it'll start to get really bad Saturday morning. This is about 10:30 in the morning, screaming out of the north at 24 miles an hour. So if you're out and about, really just take it slow and don't even really go out unless you really have to. Later in the day on Saturday, it'll swing around out of the northwest here. That's just as bad cold wind direction for here in State College. So bundle up, bring a jacket. It'll probably feel like it's in the 20s or teens throughout most of the day on Saturday. Not great for April 9th. And that wind will calm down by the time you get to Sunday morning. So that'll probably be the better of the two weekend days, relatively speaking. Looking at your forecast now for today, we'll get up to around 42 here in State College. Some snow showers early, mostly cloudy throughout the rest of the day. Some light winds, not really anything really heavy. Now looking forward tomorrow, snow arriving is late tonight. That'll be heavy at times. and watch out if you're driving around early Saturday morning, as it will be blowing through at a pretty good clip. Now, tomorrow we'll have snow again, high of only 35, still cold. The snow will clear out by the afternoon. Those winds will be gusty out of the northwest, so really just take it slow and really stay inside unless you have any major reason to go outside. Now, looking forward in our 7-day forecast here, on Saturday, as I said, snow and blustery. Getting forward into Sunday, it'll be about 43 degrees, mostly cloudy. Showers around Monday and Tuesday, but then it starts the warm-up on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. I'm student meteorologist Sean Romeo, here with your weekend weather outlook.